Then we have got also our very special guest today. We got a couple of guests. We got today Mr. Albert Weiglhofer. Ich hoffe, dass ich das richtig gesagt habe, Albert.
Albert, ja, alles okay, danke.
Ja, gut, super. Albert is the Chief Commercial Officer of DDX Global. We will have, I couldn't find him in the Zoom at the moment, maybe we just on a different name, but we will have also the CEO of DDX Global, that's Mr. Wim Grobler. And we will have the Chief Operation Officer, Mr. Chris Santilhano. I think that's also right, from DDX Global. And we have got somebody from Holland, that is Marco van Ham. I have lived also 43 years in Netherlands. Marco, hartelijk welkom, jongen. Prachtig om jou weer te zien. And Marco is the company director of Zush Design. So today we have got very powerful guests. And we don't have so much time, so totally we got 1 hour, a little bit less than 1 hour, because in 1 hour we are going to start with the German Zoom. So I want to start immediately. I think at the moment, if you didn't invite everybody, so just call everybody to invite them to this very, very special Zoom. This is not a presentation, but we are going to listen to the gentlemen who have actually started and organized and tokenized the whole new icon, what is going to be, I think, maybe the biggest till now. It will be the biggest tokenization project till now in Dubai, and we're talking about the Desert Pearl. And we from Safir Global, we just want to thank you all, thank you 1,000 times, that we have got this opportunity as a company to build the bridge between, I hope, millions of users, community members, customers, I don't know how to call it, which have got access actually now the first time to get access to a project like this. So on the first, I think that the first speaker will be our Albert. Albert, I don't have a program, so I think you know the guys better, the gentleman better as me. I just want to hand over to you. Thank you very much for your time. And you are leading the speech, I think. And let's see what kind of information we will have today, because we've got a huge community, and the community actually, it's not normal for us. Yeah, I just want the gentleman to understand that what is going on now is not normal. I'm more than 36 years in this industry, that we have sold creams, could understand, vacuum cleaners, we could understand, insurance, we could understand, but a project like this, we couldn't even dream about it. And that's the reason that is very difficult for us to understand what is it, how powerful this is. People want to know how good this is. So Albert, I think the microphone is yours, so please help us to understand this project, which is a top level, which we have never ever seen in this industry. Albert, it's yours.
Thank you so much for a kind introduction. Yeah, as you say, we have been voted already too good to be true. And there's always two sides to it. Do that. We have started something unbelievable on the 5th of August in Dubai with the launch of the Desert Pearl. It's not only the largest crypto tokenization project, it's also the largest single building project in Dubai. And I would like to give you some inside information today. I have not prepared a PowerPoint. It's much too important, I think so. The members out there want to know the feedback, want to know the concept behind why, how this whole concept is going where, and how we will structure. What is the integration? What is the integration? And what role can everybody play in this massive project that we have started to develop, or to plan to develop in Dubai? And before, I just got a message in that our CEO, Wim Grobler, just joined our call as well. He will address the crowd a little bit later. So I would like to introduce ourselves as DDX, what we are, where we're coming from. So my name is Albert Weiglhofer. I am the CCO, so Chief Commercial Officer from DDX. I'm the person responsible also for the operation side, so very much in line with Safir, getting information, getting integration out in the market, getting step by step this dragon unveiled, let's call it that way. Then we have later on our Chris Sandelana. He is the Chief Operation Officer. He will also talk to you about the development, about the news, about the integration, what happened at the moment, what's all about at the moment, what steps are important to integrate at the moment in this project. Remember, 5th of August was most probably an amazing event for those ones that had the opportunity to be with us in Dubai. We had a very, very limited time on hand to prepare for all of those things. But I believe we have made a miracle happen. And what happened from here on going forward will even be a bigger miracle. And that I would like to share with you. I would like to give you some information on that one. The fourth one, he will not be able to join tonight, is our chairman, Dr. Majid Al-Mareen. He is our chairman, of course, of DDX and of course, another very powerful man in Dubai itself, in the government, in business. So we are very proud to have him on board in our company, that we have a great relationship. And that is, I think, so for you, very important here, a great relationship with officials, with the government, and some official organization in Dubai. Most probably you have waited for some of the original, some press reliefs from us. It will happen in the next few days, but I need to also give you some feedback why certain things take time. And we really want to create a relationship in Dubai with this massive project, that we don't step anybody off its toes, that we don't interfere with anybody in Dubai with their legislation, with their rules and regulations, and also with the crypto licensing and with the whole integration of crypto. We have been talking to VARA. VARA is an organization that is appointed by the government to look after new licensing for companies they become involved, or that they're operating in Dubai. So we are all at the moment integrated with arranging with the government all the application or the requirements that we need to operate. But again, nobody here need to be worried that we do something what we shouldn't do. As you know, Safir has been chosen as our exclusive partners. And that is also a very powerful thing. I had the opportunity to be invited by some of the team leaders of Safir for some private meetings. And I've been asked more than once, why did DDX choose Safir as their partners? And that is a very simple answer here. Safir is a very young, dynamic company, has over 550,000 community members, has paid out, when you saw in the prospectus, over 200 million euro in benefits. And we have to work with the best. And we have to work with the best potential there are in future to grow the business in the next level.
Thank you very much.
We have been given as DDX a very clear statement, a very clear undertaking. We have to be unique. We have to create not only a project, not only a test or a pilot project with our Desert Pearl. We have to create something that is not only a milestone for Dubai, it has to be an icon for the world. And that is something that is, goosebump stuff, to be honest. And not only that, we have been given, I'm sure people have traveled to Dubai, they know what's going on. We know how flourishing, we know how absolutely great the city is. We know there are no limits. Their buildings are better, higher, greater than in most other places on this planet. And still we have been given a clear focus. Our project has to be better as the Royal Atlantic, the Royal Atlantis. And I'm sure some of you have seen, they have traveled to Dubai. That's a big task to be given. And you will see, you will hear, you will be able to get a feel for our chief designer and owner of Souche Designs. And not only that we have managed to create a great relationship with Souche as the best in the industry. There's always debates out there. But in my opinion, in DDX opinion, Souche Design has a unique flair, a unique approach. They are just different than anybody else out there in the market. And together, we have formed a partnership now together that we will announce already in a very short future. And I'm sure I have heard something, there's a big event planned from Safir very soon in Europe, end of October. You will see from us, together with Souche, the next project, detailed planning, master plans, already lined up on the project that we have launched on the 5th of August. So the size, the excitement, just the format of this desert pearl will be unique on this planet. And to be associated with it as DDX, as Souche, and especially as Safir. And of course that we have millions of critics out there and people that said, why you? Why not us? Of course, that's old. That's an old story. So we are very sure that we have chosen one of the best partners in Safir to develop with us and to deliver that project. Then you have heard how many billions this project will be when it's opened 2029. And you have also seen when our CEO presented, we are focusing at the moment not only on the desert pearl, there's another extremely exciting project already designed by Souche and by us that will be also part of this whole development going forward. But also we have designed the DGT. And the DGT stands for Digital Gold Token. And it could also stand for Dubai Gold Token. I just give you your imagination completely free here, freedom, whatever you want to make out of it. But together with the authority in Dubai, together with the best in the market, we have not only great ideas, great plans, we will also complete and integrate every single step on the way. You have just the chance now, as part of Safir, to choose the size, how big your involvement wants to be. That is the only thing that you have to ask yourself. From us, it's not a question of time, not a question of if and when. No, we have decided, we have created an immense relationship with the right people, the right partners in Dubai. And of course, we will challenge many, many people in the industry with that. So I hope I could give you a slight overview. I'm sure we see each other much more often. But again, today, I think so Wim Grauler has managed to join in. I would really also an opportunity for everybody to hear everybody's more in detail, which role everybody plays, and to get a gut feel for yourself who has Safir partnered with of delivering this project. To give you a little bit an easier way of integrating in a certain way in this project. Thanks very much.
This is amazing. Thank you very much, Albert. Thank you very much. So I've seen Wim. I've give you also the co-host, so you can activate your microphone if you want, and your camera, of course. Can you hear us, Wim?
Am I there? Yes, there we go. Good evening, everybody.
There we go.
Lovely. It's a little bit dark, I'm afraid. It's nighttime here in South Africa, and I've just stepped off the plane. I flew many hours from Dubai to South Africa. Albert as well, but you cannot believe Albert is looking fresh as anything. Maybe I just travel a little bit harder. Maybe I was sitting at the bar too long. I'm not sure. Either way, really great to chat to all of you, and thank you for the invitation. Yes, I just want to talk a little bit more about what Albert is saying. We are truly blessed and privileged to have this amazing project. And again, it's not a surprise. We've worked on it for many years to get to this point, and the relationship going back with His Highness and with the Dr. Majid Al-Mari, who's the CEO of the Dubai Land Department, who controls all land and all land sales, by the way. I've done it many, many years. This has been a long time coming. But now we are turning into doing it with a great bunch of investors who can actually turn something out of it for themselves. And this is what we are trying to do. Just going back to the comments which Albert made about the Royal Atlantis, we were there just yesterday inspecting it, trying to see how really good it is. And in fact, yes, it is really good. But our standards are a little bit higher. We want to be beyond really good. We are saying, okay, so that Royal Atlantis Hotel, that must be our minimum standard. Many people look at it and say the most beautiful hotel in the world. I believe and I have full confidence in our design team, who we are very proud to be associated with. I'll once again remind you, they've done designs for Aston Martin, Louis Vuitton. These are the brand names which they're associated with. And yeah, we are very proud that we are associated with them too. So yes, we are very excited. Also, the most exciting thing is the manner in which we can participate in this commercially through tokenization. This is certainly something which is set to be one of the biggest industries in the world within the next 7 years. I've shared with you statistics. I'm sure educated people like yourselves have done the research and seen the numbers for yourselves, and they probably blow your mind. It's all very well having an opportunity or knowing where one can actually start making money, unless there's an opportunity. You're just an observer. So let me remind you, the other icons, which are world icons in Dubai, you can only observe them. In fact, all you can do is spend money to be there. You won't make money out of it. This is the opportunity where you participate, you can make a tremendous amount. We can also be part of a new wave of commerce with tokenization, with the new currency. These are all very exciting things. Guys, this is all wonderful stuff. I really appreciate that you're listening and you're able to share with you these great things. But to give you this update, just this last week, we made a lot of progress with a lot of things at very high levels. An interesting thing which I want to highlight, which Albert had mentioned, VARA. VARA is a regulatory authority in Dubai. It's the Virtual Assets Regulatory Authority, hence the acronym VARA. We are in discussions with them. We are in fact going to be participating with them in what laws are written and what regulation, etc. It's no good dodging between legislation. It's better to become part of the legislation, and that is our approach. So I'm very confident that things will go well there. So right now, everything's just go, go, go. Thank you very much, guys.
Okay, thank you very much, Wim. Wim, do you have a couple of minutes? Because I think what is very important, this is what we can read in the FAQs in our back office, is that it is asset backed. So, and the question, can the token, the Desert Pearl token, can go to zero? No.
No.
Because I think this is so important for our community, because our community is coming actually out of maybe hundreds of millions of people who have done network marketing with products, with creams, and the last culture actually what has been, we started that is in crypto. And so what I have seen in my life in network marketing with all the crypto projects is that the coin is always be a Mickey Mouse coin. Come, pump, dump, go. But here, this is what we want to hear. What is the biggest difference of the token, what we are minting, when you compare this to all the MLM coins and tokens and Mickey Mouse on the market?
Okay, the biggest difference is that the lowest price of the token ever can be will be the higher of the title deed of the land which it represents or the actual gold price. So the gold price denominates the value of the token, and it will never be lower than that. It will always be higher when you are trading with it, and it's worth something a whole lot more in terms of a growing property asset. So what we are saying is it's a denominated coin. It's a coin which has value, and property goes up. We know that. Gold is a little bit more steady. It goes up and down with minor fluctuation. But we also know that throughout history, gold has been the most precious metal to cement underlying value of any currency over thousands of years. And the amazing thing is that civilization is going back to that, where they've tried all sorts of monetary systems, central banks, countries, etc. We are seeing now that they are generally losing confidence and failing. And what is the world doing? It's going back to tried and tested gold. Saying gold only is also limiting, because there are many other precious metals. There's palladium, there's platinum, there's silver. These are all regulated metal prices. Watch this space. We are not going to be limited to gold, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to lead the way in opening up digital currency denominated by real value.
Okay, and then the second question, how strong the chance is that we will see that? I think next year we are going to see that the pre-sales is going to start from some apartments, I think, and that we are promoting it, that we think that we're going to see 50% of the products that are going to sell, the apartments, are going to be paid in the token. If that's true, this will be a monster mechanic for actually the pricing.
I'm not going to speculate on value. All I'm saying is going to be mega. We all know who uses that word, and it's one of your trusted leaders. Certainly it's going to be mega. It's going to be huge. I'm not going to put a price to it. I'm not going to put a percentage. I think that speculation at this level is very dangerous. However, I think the confidence can be the fact that the bottom can't fall out the value of the token, because it's denominated by a precious metal, and in fact by the value of the property itself, which has a huge value. So speculation I'm not going to do. Growth, absolutely. We can just look at the whole world of property and see growth, especially in countries like Dubai, where in fact we've got a major positive wave of property development. And many other countries are actually depressed due to political reasons, reasons of war, reasons of failing economies. Dubai, on the other hand, in fact, in the Middle East in general, but led by Dubai because it's the most tourist-friendly site, has got a huge amount of opportunity for growth there. And we are getting in just at the bottom of it.
Yeah, Wim, many years ago, I heard about Dubai, but Dubai was saying nothing to me. So that's many years ago. But when I heard that the first 7-star hotel was in Dubai, it was the Burj Al Arab, I was thinking, what is Dubai? So we are talking about all the icons what Dubai created. It's like a product life cycle for every product what they have designed to build and to build and to build. And then they will come with many icons. But when we are going to see this icon, like what I've seen that time on all the television stations, every TV, it doesn't matter if it was Turkish TV, the German TV, the Dutch TV, the American TV, they were talking about the 7-star hotel, the Burj Al Arab. Now they're talking about the line in Saudi Arabia. When we are going to see this project worldwide on the TVs, and I think that has to do after that we have started, it should be a huge marketing campaign.
Yes, it should be, and it will be. The government is taking it extremely seriously. They are, in fact, appointing, and right now, as we talk, over the last few days, we've had this discussion. They are very specific about who they're going to appoint to manage the press release and the press liaison, because it is something of governmental importance. It is massive. It's not something which is going to be easily attainable for television stations, because we are dealing with Dubai's reputation. When we're dealing with Dubai's reputation with an icon such as this, they are very careful about press. And that's maybe something which we're not familiar with, I've certainly learned a few more things. I know that they've always been careful, but I've learned a few more things about how careful they are being. And in fact, it is a protection. But yeah, we will see it. I can't say when, because those dates are still being set. But they are also trying to make sure that this approach, which is a novel approach for them, works. It is also up to us to make sure that it works with the approach that we are doing now with Safir. So if Safir stands back and says, oh, we'll wait to see if it works, and if Dubai stands back and says, oh, we'll wait to see if that works, everyone's standing back. It won't work. We know it's going to work, and we know that everyone's got the confidence, and we also know that the Dubai government doesn't mess around. So I have full confidence that we're going to see a tremendous amount televised. We're going to see a lot advertised. There's going to be an entire press campaign. There are a lot of people being appointed to handle it, but at the right time. Okay. And I can't tell you exactly when that will be, but it will come. And I understand your point fully, and I agree with you.
Okay, Wim, thank you very much. We're not keeping you.
My pleasure.
Thank you very much. I hope to see you in personally again. I think in Budapest you will be. I hope that you will be there. Thank you very much for all the information and for all the great things that you have done in the cooperation with Safir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I certainly plan to be there. I look forward to it.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So the next speaker is Mr. Chris. He's the Chief Operation Officer. Chris, are you still here? And you have access to your microphone and your camera, of course.
Hi, Asker. Can you hear me, guys?
Yes, perfectly, Chris. Perfectly. So, Chris, I know that you're a great speaker because I've seen you 2 times on stage in Dubai. So I'm not going to say anything. You know what we are doing, how we're working, what kind of community we have. So I think that you know also what we want to hear from you. Let's start.
Well, thanks very much for having me on the call. And hopefully we'll become a regular feature on these calls to keep people updated as to progress. I think you've heard a lot in terms of what's been going on just recently from Wim and Albert. But just to recap, just to make sure everybody's on the same page, basically what we're doing is we're buying sand and we're going to get planning permission. And when you do that, firstly, normal people cannot just buy land in a place like Dubai. So I just want to make sure that everyone realizes what's going on. We're fundamentally a property development project on the one hand, and on the other side, we're going to use tokenization as a way of making that asset that we develop available to people. So as a property development project, we're going to buy land, step one, and then we're going to get the full planning permission from the government, etc., all the approvals you need to then build a luxury hotel complex on that. And the Zoosh guys are working hard already on the plans for that. And when you do that, you add an enormous amount of value to the land. And that's step 2. And then step 3 is you then take 4 years or whatever it takes to build out a complex of hotels, apartments, etc. And that's the final step in the journey of adding value to the land that you originally bought. And I really want everybody to understand that's what we're doing, going through those 3 steps. So, and we talked about that in August. And I think, there's a lot going on. Wim mentioned the sort of marketing. He mentioned the press side of things, but in fact, we're going to be doing a whole lot more than just the press. There'll be campaigns that start on social media. We're redoing our website. We'll be looking at what we do on YouTube. So we will build out a whole ecosystem of marketing that supports you in your messaging and your conversations as you sort of go forward. And that's not something that's done in a week. It'll take us some time, and we'll build momentum into the October event and beyond. We're not going to stop in October. I'm just telling you, what's happening, just to follow on what Wim has said. I'll let Marco from Zoosh talk more about the sort of the master plan and the design work that's going on, but that is obviously an absolutely massive activity. And the third thing I just wanted to draw to your attention is the land conversation. So Albert mentioned that we've started to discuss land, and clearly that is a critical next step. And I'm hoping that by October, we can give you a formal update on where we've got to on that. But I just want you to be aware that's another very big activity. So those are the kind of main headlines that I wanted to sort of recap on. And we will just develop a mechanism whereby on a weekly basis you get updates and you can see progress. This is a multi-year program, think 5 years, a 5-year program. And we will just keep you posted all the time as we develop, as we go through it, and you'll just be on the journey with us. So I think that's all I need to say at this stage, Askar. Yeah, we'll just keep reporting back, and the kind of evidence of progress will be visible. Let's leave it at that. And I'll hand back to you, and then maybe you can introduce Marco.
Yeah, Chris, just one question. I think this is very, very important for our community. What we have seen on the slide, that roadmap, what we have seen is that, if I'm wrong, please correct me, that 23, 24, we are going to have the pre-sale for example, the apartments. So if that's true, let's take 2024. It can be December. It's also 2024. But if we're going to do a pre-sale of an apartment, then we should have the land. It should be planned, designed. Because if somebody's going to buy, you want to ask, okay, what kind? Is it 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom? What kind of? So when do you expect? Not give a guarantee, but this is just your feeling. When do you expect that we all can go on a website, click on a PDF and see, this is a 1+1 apartment, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom? When we are going to see those plans?
Well, let me just say, I'm not going to answer that question exactly, right? Because there needs to be some good surprises sometime, right? But I definitely expect that we'll be selling apartments during first half 2024, not December 2024. Okay, we'll be selling off plan, and we'll have worked out the final kind of tokenomics for how we do that, how you can use the Desert Pearl token, etc. That's all got to be worked through with a more precision. And so I don't know exactly the date, but if we want to start selling apartments off plan in first half 24, it's going to be relatively soon rather than next September. So
that's
let's just see, Askar. I mean, I know you want a clear, definitive answer. I could make an estimate, but I'd rather not. I'd rather tell you when it's actually there, and then everybody can have a look and be impressed.
I had one sentence, Chris, to the development. You mentioned about the allocation of the land. We have found the land, we have fixed the land, and we have allocated the land. So that's a huge step that has already happened in the last days. So it's a huge step going forward. As you know, you have to have the land before you start selling apartments. Absolutely. So no, it was a major step. We don't want to release it yet. Information where you will be blown away in October with the integration of other concepts to the project.
I can understand it.
There should be another good reason for members to go all the way to Budapest to see it live. It's like a rock concert. You can buy the music, you can download the music, you can listen, but if you see it live on stage, it's a different story. And that is what you need to focus, what we need to focus. There are such major announcements, such great steps on the route going forward. That will keep us energetic, that will keep us just different to everything else. And I think so now it's time for our friend Marco with the really exciting stuff. The rock star, yeah, absolutely. So please, Marco, whatever you like to share, whatever we can share, give them really some good indication where we're going, where our journey goes. And just really to realize we are absolutely at the beginning of a major, amazing story.
Sorry. Okay, thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Now, the reason why I don't know what kind of experience you have in this industry, but in this industry, I'm 36 years here, so it's almost possible to sell a vision. Yeah, so you can sell a vision for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 1 year, 2 years is also possible. But I think this project is so good that people don't believe it. Yeah, it's too good. It's too good to believe it, and to get the proof, this is what they want to see. That is, for example, if we have the land and Albert is standing on the land in the desert with this picture. So that is enough for us that we say, wow, we have got the land. And when we have the plans and we're having the first sales of the apartments, then it's done. Then nobody can talk about, wow, is it real? Because it's too good. Yeah, that's the reason why I'm asking these questions. I think that we want to give the word to Marco. Marco, I'm sure that you are here and you can activate your microphone and also your camera. Welcome, my Dutch friend.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, and I'm happy to join the call. I actually also just returned from Dubai this morning, so I joined Wim and Albert. We had actually exciting days, and for us it's the same, right? When we presented in Dubai last time, when we met them with their ambitions and this kind of scale of projects, it was of course a dream to work on this. We have a lot of experience. I design interiors all over the world for 25 years. My partner architect Nick had his education in Australia, so we have found each other in Malaysia. We live here for 8 years. We also have a studio in Miami, in Dubai, in India, in Melbourne, and in Phnom Penh. So we're quite internationally equipped. And there's like a team more than 100 people. So if you question also the size of the project, it is one of the biggest we ever done. At the same time, it's also the most amazing we ever done so far. We had a lot of energy put in the first presentation in Dubai, and I must say the response of the presentation was never so amazing as we had it at that time. We felt the energy from all the people in the room. I think the people also got the excitement, and what you also tried to explain, a different way of tokenization, crypto, with something there. It was also nice for us to see that response. After what we have done, that presentation, we have actually already exceeded our work. For the land, we already created master plans. We already presented that to the DDX board and also to some people in Dubai. The next steps will now be, of course, with DDX. But in the meantime, we are preparing the rest. So even schematics for buildings and stuff like that is being done already. And in October, there will be much more shown as in Dubai. I will definitely can tell you that. The plans and all those items when the land is fixed from our side, we know how fast we can create this. We are doing actually many towers all over the world. So all the experience and also the need in Dubai is different than in Malaysia or in Australia. Also the size and the size in the bedrooms. We already have discussions, those kind of items. Branded luxury, we definitely have like some surprises in that as well, in special joint ventures for the project. So I think October will be very much revealing.
So that
many ways.
So what I heard today from 3-4 people is that everybody should be in Budapest, because what we're going to see in Budapest will be maybe 100 times better as what we see in Dubai. But that was good. But that means we're going to have an explosion, I think, in Budapest.
No, I think because the way we work together and the dynamics with DDX and with Zush, it has been, and also with the people in Dubai itself, the meetings we are constantly meeting, and we're constantly getting closer to what we all want to achieve and what to realize as well. So the energy we had in the Armani ballroom, it was with 350 people with initial plans, with initial designs. Yeah. Now we had like 2 months extra different meetings. We have more information and different things to get attached to. So yeah, definitely I'm actually looking forward to it. Definitely.
Okay, well, gentlemen, thank you very much. I don't want to say anything more because I think this information is very, very, very important for us, because we have here real people, because this is the biggest problem in our industry, gentlemen. people are organizing a Zoom and they come and they have a project and they have a coin. Yeah, so it's a Mickey Mouse coin and they're selling the things, but nothing handful. But here, this is what I love with Safir, is that we give people access to real project with real people with real assets, and something like this we couldn't dream about this. This is really shocking. I was totally shocked when I saw you guys in Dubai in the Armani. I said, this is not true, or it's true. So, and every time when I got a little bit more information from you, I understand how big this is going to be. So, and that means that our job is to build a huge community and to create a massive volume for the tokenization, to bring that to a success, so that you are very relaxed to build that big thing. So, gentlemen, thank you very much. I don't know if somebody want to say extra. It's your time. We have time. So, Albert, Chris, Wim.
Yeah, maybe one approach I have been asked in the last few weeks. What happens if, for whatever reason, Safir runs out of steam on the tokenization project? No problem whatsoever. We have so much interest on investment in private investors, in companies to throw money against us for this project. We are not accepting any of this money. We are working with Safir completely in coordination to get on those things. But also important to know, if something, that is always is if, then we know how big the size, and we mentioned the billions. Of course, we know that is the biggest project ever as a single project in Dubai. So it will not fail. It will not struggle if we can't find the finance to the end of the project. There are endless opportunity for that. So it's really, it's a first for many things. And that is also, that will go in history, in the history books of Dubai. The briefing we had, we need to be different than everything else. We have the tallest building. We have icons all over in Dubai. So what is there, what is not happening? And with our second project that will be launched in October, we have even managed a second project that has never been done in Dubai. Okay. When you have difficulties to believe us on 5th of August, you will be difficult believing us in October.
No, Albert, look, I know what is the power of network marketing. I know that power because I'm really long in this business. I don't know if 36 years in the same business. I am. So I know what is the power of network marketing. But what I said, the problem what we have now is that it is too good. It's unbelievable what we have. So if we come with some instruments where we can show the people that it's true, that we have the land, that we have, when the first apartment is sold, you will not believe, like what I'm saying, we don't believe this because this is so good. You will not believe what is going to happen with the volume, what we can create, because there is actually nothing more powerful as that you have a duplication system where people bring people who see that this is real. If we are there, it will take time. I think that we will have that in Budapest, because this is what I'm feeling from you and also from Marco, that we're going to show. And what you said, okay, the land is there. Okay, it's there. And when we see
a great journey,
it will come.
It will be a great journey. It needs to take time to integrate.
It's normal.
Your website looks self-made. Of course, we had other priorities to focus on the project itself. You will see we have many more integration, many more steps to lift our game. Yes, absolutely. There is always priorities. And the most important thing is that we are deliver. That is the key. It doesn't have how beautiful the website is if the project has lack of its origination or if it's deliverable. That is the key for us. We rather deliver, we rather create value, asset-based value for the people in the token. It has much more value than have a gold border around our website. But you will be very pleasant surprised how our website will look in a few days. Don't worry about it.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. Nice to see you again. And we're going to see you, of course, back in Budapest. And let's go this journey. No problem. We will do the job. Yeah.
Absolutely pleasure.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank
bye
you,
bye.
guys.
Bye bye.
Good to see you.
Bye bye.
Cheers. Cheers. Bye bye.